this in the mail just now.
Oh
Pretty sick.
shit. Damn. That's the 100K plaque.
Yes, sir. I was so hyped.
Fucking how's it feel?
Good, man. My mom made me
Yeah.
take a picture with it.
Yeah. Dude, fucking and majority of the growth was like last year, huh? What were you at the beginning of fucking 2022?
6,000.
That's crazy.
And then it went in like a year and 3 months. I went from that to 100K. Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild. And my favorite videos of yours are the ones that are get slept on like the most.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what'd you say? You like which one was it? We were damning about it.
I really liked you did one about how music is used in like war
Oh
situations
yeah, dude, I
or
love
like
that video. I
conflict
thought that was really
situations.
interesting. I was like, dude, this is super interesting. People would probably like
And
this.
then there was another one you posted. I think it was about AI that you said was kind of
Yeah.
slept on. And that was another one that was like these like my favorite videos from you, like low key just get like slept on.
Yeah. I wonder if those will ever pick up, but yeah, those ones are pretty interesting.
The more like I don't know, educational ones, I guess. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
the word I'm trying to put on it. You
I'd
know
say
what I
they're more
mean?
educational. I mean,
Yeah.
even the AI one, it wasn't super educational. It was more like, check this out. This is what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
because I didn't know that stuff existed, but when I found out it did, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
So like where did these video ideas come from? Are you just like going about your day thinking of shit? Like do you write them down? Like do you have like a whole backlog of ideas?
Yeah, I actually have it pulled up right now. Yeah, I just kind of like, I think the AI one was inspired by um probably like a TikTok of some music producer talking about AI, and also the Chat GPT thing was going on, and I was like, yeah, this is interesting. I want to check that out. But a lot of it is like I'll come up with one idea and then it'll kind of spiral off of that. You know what I
So
mean?
I was watching your replacement theory music, not music video.
Oh, the conspiracy theory, yeah.
Yeah, the conspiracy theory one today when I was on the treadmill at the gym. I was
Yeah.
watching that one and I noticed in that video you said you were gonna possibly do a separate video on like replace artist replacement theories and like the clone theories because that's such a common, you know what I mean, conspiracy theory now.
Yeah,
So I
it's
guess that's
crazy.
kind of one video kind of just snowballs into
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably do a part 2 to the conspiracy one next month. But that one, for example, I'm pretty sure I saw a TikTok about, which one was it? One of the theories I saw a TikTok about, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. I can just make a video about a bunch of random ones, and then yeah, I just found some. So yeah, it's kind of how it goes usually.
how would you say that your videos have progressed since you started for these like begin because I noticed you did I really found you through the who is artist videos. You know what I mean? You were like, who
Yeah,
is, and then the artist name. How would you say your videos have progressed since then?
I feel like they're better. I've improved a lot on my. I think soundtrack is underrated. I think that can like really make a really good video.
Right.
Like I'll be editing and there'll be no soundtrack, and then I'll put it on and it'll be like 50% better. Um, I think just overall ideas are better. Like who is something I'd like to do when I'm bigger, maybe on my second channel, just because I like to put people on. But obviously it's not really good for growth. But yeah, I just think the overall quality has progressed. Just in general, really. Storytelling is better. I like the storytelling videos. Those ones are fun to make.
Is that
So
where you
yeah.
really kind of saw the pop in views, like the big spikes, and you started doing more of the storytelling videos?
Yeah, like the Juice WRLD one. Do you remember that one, the
Mm-hmm.
autograph? That was the first one that blew up, and that was just straight up a story. But that one was already kind of a story in and of itself. I didn't really have to do much to it. Let me see. I'm gonna look at my channel. But like also some other videos that do well are like the list ones, like the conspiracy theory, that's a list. And people like that too. Kind of like Sunny V2 or Tub, other big YouTubers, they just do
Yeah.
lists and people love those kind of videos.
What kind of inspired you to start going in that direction with your videos?
The list or
Just any just the direction from the who is to the, you do more storytelling, more video essay style videos now. Like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
kind of inspired you to make that switch?
really, I was just searching on YouTube, like, how to grow, and a lot of people were saying you have to have a good story, and I realized, who is isn't that's not really a story, that's just, like, you have to care about the artist to watch that video,
Yeah.
you know? And, so I was like, "Okay, well, that's gonna bring me back to video essays because I had done video essays before, obviously, as you know,
Hmm.
but most of them didn't get as many views, so I stopped. But then I was like, "Alright, I'll do it again, but I'll do it better." And I really started working on the thumbnails too, that was important, the titles. And then, yeah, that's kinda why I went in that direction, really just to grow.
Now you just mentioned thumbnails, especially, and I know Mr. Beast has spoken many times on many podcasts about how important thumbnails are. What are some of the things that you think make a good thumbnail?
It has to look clean. I like a clean thumbnail. Um, I don't really know other than that. I like, good colors, and, it really has to pair with the title,
Yeah.
you know? Um, but recently this year I've been working with, a thumbnail guy, actually, he's been really helpful. So that's why my style's changed a little bit. I just
Hmm.
never was that great at thumbnails,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's helped a lot too.
You got a little budget now for a thumbnail guy, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, but everything else I really do by myself. I hired an
That's dope.
editor once because I was out of town, but other than that, it's like, I don't know, I like to be the guy doing it.
Yeah. Feels more like, I don't know, organic. You know
Yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure. Dude,
More
when I was a little
homegrown.
kid and I found out, like, my favorite YouTubers had editors, I would, like, be upset. I don't know why, but I'd be upset about it.
Now, one thing I also noticed with a lot of just people in general, people, anything where your voice is like, you know, your biggest tool, especially what you do through storytelling, it's almost hard to find your voice at first. You know what I mean? I've noticed in your newer videos compared to your older ones, you're a lot more enthusiastic when you speak. You speak a
Yeah,
lot louder.
definitely. Yeah.
How did you end up finding your voice? Was it just through practice or
Um, yeah, really, cause like, at first, I was just talking like I normally talk, like I'm talking now,
yeah.
um, cause I didn't really think it mattered, and then I would get comments like, "Oh, he sounds so monotone," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay." So I tried to, be more enthusiastic, but then, I still get comments that I sound monotone, so it's like, I'm doing my best, man. I mean, it's just my voice at the end of the day, but also people say my voice is soothing, so that works too. But yeah,
Everyone's
really,
got
I'm
a
just kinda like I'm giving like a presentation to the class, you know? Like, that's
yeah.
the voice I use is, like, when I'm giving a speech or something for my class. That's kinda how I talk in my videos.
Yeah, everyone is always gonna, no matter how big, you're gonna hit 1 million subscribers, and there's still gonna be all those comments.
For
Everyone's got
sure.
just different opinions and shit. But how do you deal with those comments? Because like you go from last year having 6,000 subscribers, where it's like you might get a few comments a day. You know what I mean? To now, it's like
Yeah.
you're up in 4,000 subs in a day, and there's probably the comments are probably more than that or close to that. You know what I mean? So how do you deal filtering through the negativity?
It used to well, so, like, when I was small, I loved it. I loved hate. I was like, "Dude, that's crazy. I have haters now." And then as I grew, it kinda got annoying and frustrating. But, I'm kind of at a point now where I just don't care. It's like I'm
Yeah,
used to it. It's like whatever, you know? Sometimes on occasion, people will say things that piss me off, but I don't really respond to it. I used to respond and like try to piss people off and troll, but now it's like I don't care anymore. And sometimes the hate's really funny too. So like I love
yeah.
funny hate comments. So that's my favorite.
It just baffles me the people that have time to just go out of their day behind a computer screen and just
That's the
fucking
main thing. It's like I'm not even mad. I'm more so like confused or frustrated. Like why are you this upset over some random kid's YouTube video?
yeah.
Like I don't understand that.
Like
But
this is what you take your energy and put it towards. Like
yeah,
it's
it's
just
like you gotta be really bored or yeah, something like that. It's
yeah,
crazy.
not have anything going on. Are
Yeah, for real.
you still in school? I
No,
noticed.
I quit actually.
Oh, you dropped out.
I quit after last semester and was like, I'm gonna see this year if I can make it into a full-time thing, like afford to live off of it.
Mhm.
And if I can, I'll go back, but I'm very confident that I can.
Yeah.
So, and
What
yeah,
were you
like I said, school's always gonna be there, so it's not really something I'm worried about.
Yeah, you can always go back. If
Yeah,
anything, it'll even be easier with the way online is now and that the advancements in online education and things like that.
exactly.
But what were you going to school for before? I forget. I remember you told
It
me.
was marketing, and I
Okay.
hated it. I hated business classes. It was really boring. It's like I'm
Yeah.
never gonna use any of this stuff. I'm gonna get a job and they're gonna train me and I'm gonna work my way up. Like there's no point.
It's almost like a year in the field is like 4 years in the classroom type shit. You know what I mean?
100%, bro. I
Yeah.
learned more from working at Kroger for 4 years than I did from going to school for 4 years.
It's
Because it's
wild.
just like social experience and problem solving that's practical and learning how to manage people, which is way more practical than learning how to do calculus. So
And when you were
I'm
in
very adamant about that.
yeah. And when you were in school and before, you started to see like a living from YouTube, how did you manage your time? Because I know being a full-time student and then making YouTube videos is difficult on
Yeah,
top of managing a social life and not only making YouTube videos, but learning to edit. You know what I mean? Because you're still in
yeah,
the process of why you're making videos, learning at the same time. So how did you
yeah.
like schedule everything?
That's a good question. And I think it's like motivational too because I already knew how to edit, so I've known this for a long time. So I just kind of applied it better. But so I would like wake up at 7 in the morning. I'd go to the gym, which was very brutal. Um, I would go to school, and then I worked part-time too, like 20 something hours a week. So on days that I have work, I'd go to work for 7 hours, 8 hours, and then I'd come home at like 10 and just edit and work on a video. And even if it was an hour to a day, it's like I'm making progress. So,
Yeah.
and I learned like that little of time is enough because I would spend maybe 5, 10 hours a week working on a video, like the Juice World one, because they were shorter at the time, 5 minutes, and it worked. So, I mean, really, anytime you have, if you can dedicate like an hour a day, you're good.
Yeah. Do you think consistency is key? Because like
Yeah.
you said, like even if it's an hour a day, because it's the same concept. Like I guess with like I'm a piano player
Yeah.
and I've given lessons in the past and stuff. And the key thing I always tell beginners, anybody who wants to get into piano, 15 minutes every day is better than 5 hours twice a week. You know what I mean? Because the repetition and consistency of actually doing it every day and having it fresh in your mind, you know what I mean, gets
Yeah.
you better. Do you feel like it's kind of the same with progressing on YouTube per se?
Yeah. Everyone says consistency is key, and that's like 100% true. But like you also got to try to improve one little thing every time you make a video. Um, and that's kind of what I was doing for a while. Now it's like I don't know exactly what to improve. Right now, I guess my main goal is trying to be more personable in my videos. Um, but yeah, improving something and like trying to learn like if you're trying to do YouTube, like watch YouTube videos on how to grow. Because for like the longest time when I was doing the Who Is, like, because for those of you that don't know, I've known Bobby D since what, like I had 2,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
I think
And
both
when
of
I,
us had under 2K subscribers. Not that Cult Classic has a huge amount of subscribers, but we'll talk about all that later.
yeah,
But yeah, we both had under 2K.
yeah, and at that time I wasn't trying to learn. I was just like posting videos and hoping I'd get picked up by the algorithm. But once I realized like, oh, I need to actually learn, um, that helped. So yeah, trying to being consistent, obviously, like I was being consistent, but nothing was happening. So being consistent, but trying to be better and learn also helps.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. And that's one thing I've learned too throughout, this whole process that I damn near took shit. Damn near took like a 2 year break from YouTube. I think Call Classics dropped like less than 10 videos in the past like two
Yeah.
years. But um but that's kind of something I learned too through other adventures that I have partaken in the past couple of years is just staying consistent. Because when you like take long breaks, it's hard to get back into it. And then
Yeah.
like there's the process after coming back from a long break of having to reteach yourself some things, you know what I mean? Getting the rust out, you know?
That's how I've been with the gym this year. I haven't been as consistent.
Yeah. People still
Yeah.
think you're skinny.
Yeah, did you see that tweet?
Yeah, I saw you flexing in the mirror.
Yeah, I've finally revealed the truth.
Yeah. Maddie is mogged.
Yeah. That was funny. But yeah, like, I've been really that was an older picture, that's, like, a few months old. I've been really inconsistent with that this year, so it's like, coming back and trying to get into a regular routine is kinda hard.
Yeah. No, definitely. Even my own gym schedule, because like photo work is so like I don't want to say inconsistent, but you get a lot of it is like seasonal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like fall, I'm gonna be stupid busy. Summer, I'm gonna be pretty dead and just chilling and enjoying
yeah,
my life. But fall, it's like, oh shit, here's 3 weddings in a week, and then I got all these schools and
yeah.
fucking yeah.
Weddings pay pretty good too, huh?
What's up?
Weddings pay pretty good, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's
trying
nice.
to honestly like in the next few years, like or maybe even next year, I'm trying to ditch everything else and just do weddings. It like pays that well. Then
Yeah,
once you get
man.
up there,
Being like a photography business, like you're having your own is I've seen that they make tons of money, which is really cool.
absolutely. Like it's the
And it's
first.
like I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's not super hard to start your own business. Like there's not a lot of cost involved. It's
No,
really just marketing, but so many people need it too. So like if you know people, they tell people, that type of deal.
like you can get in the photo for pretty cheap. Like you can get a good camera and a lens for under 1,000, and you can get a LLC for less than $500. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Make a quick logo, set up a Facebook page, and like you're good. But if you really want to advance and make a shit ton of money, you definitely got to like up your shit.
That's the cool thing about YouTube too, is like another reason I take it so serious is because like I didn't want to work for someone,
Yeah,
and I thought about doing tons of other businesses, um, and stuff like that, but YouTube is just so easy to get into, and I was already doing it. I already liked it, so I was like, why not just like really try with this
yeah.
and create my business that way? Because it's like it's more of a business than you think once you start trying to like grow for most people.
No, definitely. Like, and I guess it's definitely a different type of business because like it's new. You know what I mean? It's a business that is within the last like maybe 15 years, not even. I don't know when YouTube started monetizing.
Yeah, probably. No, it's been probably 15 years.
Yeah,
2008, maybe 2010.
but it's like a relatively new business. So I feel like people are still trying to navigate it. Like what I do like with photo, like that's been around for hundreds of years. Like it's pretty standard like when you get into photo and you want to do like weddings and stuff like that, like you already kind of looking up a YouTube video, you can know what to charge a client. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
YouTube's kind of like, damn. Like I saw you got your first sponsor when it happened, it was the game. I forget it was the mobile game, right? That was like your
Raid.
first
I
one.
think the first one was Surfshark.
Okay.
That was on my I don't know if you saw my leak video.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was the
think that
first
was the
one.
one. Um, but like that's like a new thing. So like how have you been able to like figure out like what to charge for a sponsor? You don't have to say like what you're getting paid or what you charge, but like
Yeah.
how have you figured out like how to navigate that part of like the business?
Um, Sponsor stuff, I've actually just asked some YouTubers I know. I've there's some pretty cool YouTubers that have helped me out. Um, like Tulliver, do you know who Blackie Speaks is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's been super helpful. A lot of really cool people in the scene. So that's been really I've been appreciative of that. And like I watched a lot of them too before I started, so that's cool. And so that side of things, I've just asked for advice. But pretty much everything else is on YouTube. You know, like you can just Google it. And what's crazy is like if you follow like there's a bunch of YouTube gurus on Twitter and I don't know if you've ever seen any of their tweets, but it's like there's so many people that show you how YouTube is a business and how to do it and how to get into it. And it's really formulaic and it's like once you start learning about it, you'll start catching channels that are like, "Oh, you're doing this straight up business." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and I guess it's cool that like you can make a business on YouTube. I don't really have any issues with it, but part of me is also like it's not really creative or whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but you know what I mean? Not the passion isn't really there.
Yeah, like a lot of people are literally just doing this for a means of income as opposed to like a means
Yeah.
of income. And I'm not, I mean, I'm not knocking people who want to do shit for
Yeah, of
like
course.
a means of income, but like you should get paid for doing something you like. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
you legitimately love this. Some people are doing this just because like, oh shit, I can get paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I've seen people on Twitter that say they run, like, 10 different channels and make tons of money, which is totally cool, like, I respect it. Um, I've thought about it before, like, "Huh, maybe if this channel doesn't work out, I'll start a new one and make it into a business."
Yeah.
But, like, I'm talking about stuff I find very interesting, and,
Hmm.
it's really cool that I get to do that.
Where do you want to go next with your video content? Like I know I saw you did the Denzel Curry, the little mini documentary that you did, which is very dope. I loved it, by the way.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's one
Um,
of my favorites.
do you want to go in that direction, or what kind of?
Um, yeah, I wanna do that more often, like documentaries, because that's more of a creative outlet, for me.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like what I make isn't that creative, it's just video essays, and they're
Hmm.
not really, like, um, artistically created, they're more created for the sake of retention and kinda more of a business reason. Um, Obviously, I still like them, but, like, I'm making a documentary soon about, Milwaukee rappers, cause no one really knows much about Milwaukee and, like, the rap scene there, and, that's where I'm from, so it's like, that'll
Yeah.
be really cool to show people, and there's a lot of cool artists that I met, so I was like, that'll be really fun to make. So I wanna sprinkle those in here and there while I'm still
Hmm.
growing. I was keep voice cracking, bro, I don't know what's up with that. But, yeah, that's kinda what I'm thinking.
So you kind of like try to find the balance between something creatively you want to do and like what's gonna get the views and help your channel grow.
Yeah.
Because like obviously like have you heard this leaked Juice World song? Da 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 da. Or who is this producer that has 28 number one hits? Is probably going to get more clicks than check out these Milwaukee rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're
Exactly.
you're trying to like find that balance
Yeah,
because
for
honestly,
sure.
like having videos like that is going to be super helpful to the videos like you do really creatively want to get involved in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like, eventually, I think it would be cool to start working with artists I like and doing documentaries for them.
Yeah.
Um, just like a random idea I had, I thought that'd be fun. But, that's 100% right, like, I'm trying to think, because right now I'm moving my content in a way where I'm trying to make it more accessible to everybody. I'm not trying to do just, like, rap and stuff, I'm trying to do music in general, um, like you've probably seen, recently,
Hmm.
but sprinkling in those documentaries. I saw one quote, it was like, some musician, I forgot who it was, he said, like, "1 song for me, 1 for the fans," and, I'm doing more like 3 for the fans, 1 for me, but it's still pretty fun.
Yeah. Um, Apparently Zoom makes you pay to have unlimited time now, so we have like 9 minutes left. But like, if you're just down to after the 9 minutes is up, just restart.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's funny.
because I feel like I want to talk to you for longer than 9 minutes.
Probably.
Um, but your workflow, what's your workflow and your process like now compared to even a year ago?
It's more like routine. I have more of a formula. Like I spend like 3 days scripting and researching and um then I spend 2 or 3 days editing depending on how long the video is. And I take Sundays off, the Sabbath. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really simple, but it's pretty formulaic.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the same way for what I do too.
Yeah.
Um, but if you were to start a YouTube channel today, like if you're starting today, 0 subs, you know what I mean? How would you do it?
Um I've thought about this before too. Like I said, if I were to ever fall off and start another business
Yeah.
channel,
Yeah.
I'd probably find obviously I'd first pick like a niche or like a topic I want to talk about. Um I'd want it to be something I like. Let's just say anime for example. I
Hmm.
like anime. And so I'd pick anime and then I'd try to just brainstorm the best ideas, very interesting videos, maybe obscure things that people don't talk about. Um, list videos again are really good, and then just really good titles and thumbnails, and that's it. That's all you need.
Now, I noticed you mentioned the use of the word niche. Do you think niches
Yeah.
are very important? Do you think channels try to spread themselves too thin?
Um, I mean niches are good for starting out and growing, but like I mean that's what I would do, but I've
Hmm.
seen people not have niches and succeed.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Mr. Beast again, like he doesn't really have a niche. It's just he does everything, but it just appeals to obviously so many people.
Yeah. But I guess it also helps him that he has a like because his main Mr. Beast channel is you know what a Mr. Beast video is like, you know what I mean? There's something gonna
Yeah.
hit you, something the plot is gonna hit you in the face in the first 3 seconds, you know what I mean? These
Yeah.
people got a da 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 and they win this. Da, da,
My
da. It's like
friend
a game show, but it's cool. I
he
guess it helps him. My bad. I hope it helps him that he I guess it helps him. Sorry, I couldn't get that sentence out. That he has all the different channels to split up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like the reacts and the gaming channel and stuff like that.
Yeah. And he can do that because he's so big now, but my friend actually found him before like 100K,
Oh
and
word.
his niche was really just doing like extreme things, which I guess is still his niche. But he would like at first, I think the first series he ever did was bad intros. That was the first. Have you ever seen that before? He'd
Nah.
like look at like YouTube video intros, like if you ever watch a Minecraft video and it's like a dubstep thing and a Minecraft character, stuff like
Yeah.
that. He'd like react to those. That was pretty funny. And then he did like reading the dictionary, and that's kind of how he grew. So I guess he did kind of have a niche before.
So um what got you into wanting to start a YouTube channel? I don't think I've ever actually asked you this, but what got you like what was the idea to like I'm gonna go start a YouTube channel and talk about music?
Music. Well, did you see my 100K video by chance?
Did I? I don't
It
think
got
so.
like 2 views, so not that many
It
people saw
did?
it. Yeah, I don't
On your main channel?
yeah. It just titled it "Thank You," so I guess it makes
Oh, I
sense it
didn't
didn't really
see
get
that. No, I
pushed.
didn't it didn't pop up. No.
Um, yeah, I figured it wasn't getting pushed, which is fine. But, so hold on, let me think. So I've always been doing YouTube videos, like, if you watch that, like, you'll see stuff from, like, 2015, and I've been doing stuff way before that on other channels. But, music is when I found Lil Darky, and I was like, "Oh, I like this guy's music. Let me make a video essay about it." So I've been doing video essays before I stopped and then did
Yeah,
it again.
I remember I saw it before the Who Is videos. You did the Genius the Spider Gang or I forget what exactly what that video was
Yeah,
titled.
that was a different one, but I really like that video essay too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that video essay and it got like 100K views, and I was like, "Oh, sick." And then I was like, "Let me just start talking about music because I like music." So that's kind of how it was. Just talking about it
Word.
was mostly underrated artists actually, and then
Yeah.
like I said, I decided to change it up.
Word. Fucking shit, I had a fucking another you literally just said something and I'm like, "Oh fuck." Cuz I was going to ask you about something you literally just fucking said. It just like slipped my
Video
brain.
essays.
Not fucking video essays. I don't know. Oh yeah, fucking you said because you just mentioned your thank you video didn't catch the algorithm. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you just titled it thank you. What is something that how do you make a video catch the algorithm per se? I know views and if you're consistently rolling in views and people like your videos and do things like comment to favor the YouTube algorithm that it obviously bumps you, but how do you initially get something starting from nearly zero to, you know what I mean, take off?
Yeah, I've heard about all that, like comments and stuff, and previous views on videos help the algorithm, but from what I've seen, I don't think that's fully true. I could be wrong. It's really confusing. But really, I thought it used to be very complicated, and I still like watch time and retention and all that is super important. Um, and that's what everyone teaches everyone else. But really, like, I just realized it's just title and thumbnail and like have a good idea. If you have a good idea and you make it seem interesting to people, they click it and watch it. And my biggest videos don't even have a lot of watch time or good retention, which is crazy. So it's
Mhm.
like that doesn't make sense to me, but I guess if it's an interesting topic, it gets views. So and sometimes obviously what I think is interesting, not everyone else does, like we were talking about earlier, but it's just really trial and error, you know?
Yeah. Um, real quick before we wrap up this part, um, or we might actually have to wrap up because it's kind of a big question. But I wanted to ask you about like where you want to go, like what's next. You know what I mean? Is there
Yeah.
anything you want to do like outside of YouTube? Like, is there anything you want your YouTube career to lead into? Which is kind of what I want to ask you next, but that might be a bigger answer
Yeah,
than
I'm
two
gonna
minutes.
think about
Then
that while you can restart it and I'll think about it.
remember you like DM'd me one day before I fucking knew who you were. You like
When
DM'd me asking it. You asked me something about like money or whatever. Or I said something about self-employment. And I talked about the stock market with you a little bit. I
did
think it was
I?
like literally one of like our first
I think I
interactions.
remember. Yeah, cause I think that was at a point in my life where I was, like, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I was like, "Let me just ask everybody I know for advice," or
Yeah,
people
right.
people, like people that I don't okay, cause like, obviously, I ask people I know in real life, but it's, like, people I don't really know and that are trying to do something cool that I kinda wanna do. Like,
Yeah.
let me ask them. And actually, a fun fact, I remember, before Hive Mind really blew up, I DM'd, like, Riley, and I was
Mhm.
like, "Yo, bro, how do you like, did you go to school?" Because I was in school, I hated it. I was like, "Did you go to school? Like, how'd you get onto YouTube?" Like, I was really just looking for advice because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, you know? So, I was really trying to learn
That's not bad though. That's a good fucking trait to have. You know what I mean?
for
Not enough
sure.
people know how to listen or ask for
Yeah,
advice. You
everyone
know what I
wants to
mean?
act like they know everything, but
Yeah, right.
it's like I'm very passionate in admitting, like, it's really good to admit that you don't know things because then you can
Yeah.
learn. Because if I walk through life acting like I know everything, it's like I'm not gonna learn anything and I'm just gonna be stupid.
Nah, definitely. That's very important. You know, it's constant. Me and my girlfriend were talking the other day about how constantly educating yourself and expanding your skills is like really the key to, elevating yourself and being happy, like going further. You know what I mean? The more skills you have and the more knowledge you have, like definitely the more you can achieve.
Yeah, like I have books. I have not read any of them, but I want to. I don't read.
I just got started into reading. My goal was 3 books this year. My girl gave me this book. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. She gave me
Oh,
this in like
dope.
January, and I'm like halfway through. It's only 100-page book. That's still a huge accomplishment for me.
No, bro. Like
Like,
it's just like when I sit down and I have some free time, it's like I'm getting on Overwatch, bro. I'm not reading a book.
yeah, for
I
me, it's
should,
Smash
and I want to.
Bros.
I want to start reading. So once I quit playing video games, I'll probably start
Yeah,
reading.
nah, for me, it's Smash Bros. Every free time, I'm up in my Toon Link skills.
That's funny.
But yeah, so we had talked, like outside of YouTube and stuff like that. Like, what do you want? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Even with YouTube, let me try to find a better way to phrase this question. In the future, where would you like YouTube to take you, or would you like to do any ventures outside of YouTube?
Yeah. Really, I'm just gonna go with the flow, but
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna, ride out the video essay stuff for as long as I can. And I was thinking, obviously, in the future, once I have money, I'd like to do like other business ventures, whether it be investing or starting some other sort of business or investing in business, whatever it is, just to like make some money. And then what I want to do with that money is I want to like travel more. And then I think it would be cool to have like a travel channel. Like, have you seen
that's
Yes
dope.
Theory before?
Have you seen what was that?
Yes Theory, have you seen them before?
Nah.
I was watching a bunch of their videos this year and I was like, this is really cool. Like they travel to like obscure places and kind of like it's kind of like a documentary, kind of like a travel video. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
both. And it's like, this is really cool. I'd love to make content like this once I can afford to do it.
Dude, which is crazy because I was thinking about doing the same thing in the future too. Because me and my
Yeah.
girl love to travel. Ever since I built a van, dude.
Yeah. Did you
Like,
ever finish it?
yeah, it's done. Oh, it's not completely done. I need to add 3 more solar panels. I need to add another roof fan and then
But it
finish the
works.
ceiling. But it's
It
it's
gets the job
functional. Yeah,
done.
it's fully
Yeah.
functional right now.
That's
We're
so
adding a
sick,
bench in
man.
there. Me and my girl lived in it for a month straight. not
That's
a month
sick.
straight, a little under a month, like a
Yeah.
little over 3 weeks. Dude, time of my fucking life, man. I drove
It
all the way
sounds
down to
so
Florida
cool.
and back. Dude, it was
I'd love to
so
like
fun.
I'd love to do that and like do videos there, but it would be a big project and installing all that is just I don't feel like it.
I had a
Not
lot
right
of
now at
help.
least. Yeah.
Admittedly, I had a lot of help. I was making the because I was making people were wondering what's happening because I was making the videos on it. But dude, I'm not gonna lie, I got so burnt out of making those videos. I filmed damn near my whole van conversion, and I was gonna do
Yeah.
like a time lapse. And dude, I just fucking was editing it. And I'm like, I just genuinely don't want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I know it'll get clicks and shit like that, and da da da, but I just don't. I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
this is
people
what
love
I.
those videos. They're cool.
But I was gonna. We're a both of us are fucking obsessed with traveling now, and we watch travel videos all the time. Like, it would be cool if I could just vlog like my trip and how it was, but it's just
Yeah.
like I
You should
thought
check out
about it.
Yes3.
I'm definitely gonna check it out now that you brought that up.
Really
Um,
cool videos.
but I'm like, shit, I don't know, because like I know what content would like get clicks and stuff like that, and would potentially further me, but it's just like, fuck, do I like? I'm stuck between knowing like what would work sometimes and like actually wanting to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
I was kind of in like the like I was saying earlier, like I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I was just doing like little bits of everything. Like I filmed a
mhm.
music video. I was thinking about doing that. Other businesses, whatever. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought about like doing art or like animating. I got an animation program. I did a really crappy animation. And then I was like, let me just do one thing for a year and see what happens. So yeah, that's what I did.
That's what's
And
up.
I'll probably try other things in the future once I can like scale my brand and like have maybe more time. But yeah.
So right now you're pretty tunnel visioned when it comes to just what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah. I was thinking last year was gonna be all YouTube and then this year I wanted to learn how to produce and play guitar. I have a guitar.
Hmm.
But it's like I just wanna grind on this still. Like I'm not comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable ever, but like I want to keep grinding, keep
Yeah,
growing. So that's kind of what I'm at doing right now.
I feel like that's a good mindset to have because again, like we talked about with channels, which I mean, I guess like, anything can work for anybody. The internet age is crazy,
Yeah,
but like, um, too many people try to spread themselves too thin, and I'm fucking wholeheartedly
exactly.
guilty as fuck for that.
Yeah,
Which is also like why we just talked about like how I don't want to do the van life content anymore. It just takes time. You know what
yeah.
I
You were
mean,
doing a bunch of stuff, and I was like, bro, how do you have time for everything?
bro? I had time because I was fucking a full time DJ and I can make a full time income working 16 hours a week.
Oh, that's
That's
sick.
why that's why I
Yeah,
had time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Fucking, but now it's just like doing photo and stuff like that. And I'm getting older. You
yeah.
know what I mean? I don't want to. I really, I know people don't mean anything by it, but I really hate when people try to compare me to Adam 22. Like
Do they?
genuinely hate it all the time.
That's
Like,
crazy.
keep grinding, bro. You're gonna end up like no jumper. I'm like, oh, you're like the old no jump. I get all the time. I'm like, what? Well,
That's crazy.
and I'm just like, I don't want to be 40 plus years old doing doing stuff like that. So I
Yeah,
don't know. But yeah, fucking kind of forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, fucking shit. I'm trying to think. I already ran through my list of damn questions.
yeah. I forgot what we were talking about.
We were fucking
I
talking
have
about
morning brain.
yeah. Nah, I gotta go fucking I gotta do photo at like 2. So I don't have much time left anyway. But um what advice would you give to anybody trying to get to where you're at in 2023?
Um, really, what I've been talking about this whole time, like obviously be consistent but be smart about it. Don't be consistently putting out garbage. Like try to put out good stuff. Um, we're talking just YouTube, right? So like watch YouTube videos on how to make YouTube videos. Film Booth is a really good channel. Film Booth, you can make a big YouTube channel just watching Film Booth. He's really good. Um, and yeah, just also try to do something you're interested in, because I feel like that shows. Like if I make a video and I'm not interested in the video I'm making, it's like it kind of turns out bad, and that's happened a few times. Like I did a Trippy Red Iceberg, and halfway through I'm like, bro, I don't care this much about Trippy Red. I thought it would be fun, but it's not. So just like do stuff you kind of care about at least, so like you're interested in it, so that way you're
Yeah,
more passionate, unless you're a better worker than I am, because if maybe I'm just lazy, I'm pretty lazy, but like yeah, just try to make good stuff, and title and thumbnail idea, those are very important.
word. And how do you? Because you're very much into, you love music. You're very much into the music scene. How do you discover new artists?
I haven't been on it as much recently. um I've been slacking in that regard, but really a lot of it is from I found some of my favorite artists from streaming, which I guess doesn't really apply to most people. Because people will send in really cool artists. That's how I found William Crooks. He's one of my favorite artists. Um, but the other day I was bored in the car on a car ride to Ohio. So I was like, let me go to a band I really like, check their similar artists. And I found another band I love, absolutely love them. Found one of my favorite albums of all time from doing that. This was like a month or two ago. Bought the album on vinyl already. Like I love it. So it's like it's really not that hard. You just, go to similar
Yeah.
artists and you're good.
Would you say what era do you think we're in right now? Because it's funny because you're like the eras of music don't really get dubbed until they're over. I mean, I guess sometimes you kind of know like we're in it. Like, would you say we're in like the Spotify era or the streaming era, or do you think those two terms
Oh,
kind of interchangeable? Because Spotify's kind of running shit right now.
yeah, I
I know
mean,
you're not. I know you're Apple Music man, which I wholeheartedly appreciate because Apple Music pays me way more than Spotify per stream. But
yeah. Yeah, that'll be the reason that I use Apple Music. That's what I'll tell people from now on.
bro, if just so you know, Apple or Spotify pays like $4,500 for a million streams. Apple pays like 10K.
Yeah, no, I've done the math. I've done like a few videos
So
on Spotify.
yeah,
Um, I don't know if you saw my most recent one about like corporate greed or whatever, and music.
I did.
So based on that research I did, I guess, yeah, that it all began with the streaming era in like what, like 2010 maybe before, I forgot. Um, and
Yeah.
then I had a chart with dates. I forgot what the
Mm-hmm.
dates were, but then
Oh, we talked about on the video. Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but now I guess it's still streaming, but like I don't know. I feel like yeah, it's still
Because I
streaming.
feel like
I know vinyls are coming back.
I feel like the streaming era definitely kind of like started with Napster, and I remember I think you did touch on Napster a bit
Yeah,
in that video, but it's definitely like the streaming era is honestly like I feel like kind of split up because it was really Napster and like the pirating era and like the music industry figuring out how the fuck to deal with it. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And
And
that's
then
when then iTunes and then the
and the
store
SoundCloud kind of eventually started to come around. Well,
and
the
then yeah,
iTunes
Spotify.
store. But I feel like the true answer to all the people wanting free music was all the streaming services. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the iTunes store was like an attempt at that.
An attempt at that, and then
Yeah,
they got it right with SoundCloud, kind of,
yeah. And
and
the cool
then
thing about like if you look at the RIA sales website, you can see like what format things are being sold in, and
hmm
you'll see like CDs plummet as streaming goes up, and it's fun to look at. And I was looking at recently, you'll see like a spark in record sales, like
yeah,
vinyls.
yeah, vinyls are
Um,
still kicking. Love it.
yeah,
Best way to
yeah,
listen to music.
it's fun. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to
Yeah.
collect them. I don't really collect anything. I used to collect shoes and stuff, but
Oh yeah, me
vinyls are
too.
where it's at.
I was collecting shoes, bro, and then I'm like, this is a waste of money.
100%, bro. I
Like this.
remember because I used to in like high school, like sophomore, like really through freshman through like junior year, I was flipping shoes. Like I remember the first time I flipped a pair of shoes, it was like some Yeezys,
That's
and I
crazy.
made like $300 on one pair, and I was like, bro, what?
Right.
It was insane, and my whole family was like, dude, you're a businessman now, and I'm like, no, I'm not a businessman. I just sold some shoes, but like kept selling shoes, made tons of money from it, not tons of money, decent money, and then I finally kept a pair for myself, a pair of Yeezys that I really liked, and I had them for like a week, and then I was like, these are just regular shoes. So I didn't like it, everything material just becomes so normal, and then you want something new, and it's like there's no point.
Dude, like
So
that's crazy.
yeah, and like comments, bro. YouTube's really not as bad. Like if we're talking like comments, bro, YouTube is like an angel compared to like TikTok. TikTok is for all the degeneracy that you could possibly imagine in the comments. Like I'll post a TikTok about like some MF Doom fun fact, and every comment is like, "Bro, I already knew this." Dude, wait, you guys didn't know this? Wait a second. And it's like half the comments are people saying, "Oh, this is cool. I didn't know it." So it's like it's just insane, bro. Who cares? And it's like
Yeah.
the pink thing. Have you seen the pink stuff? I bet it's pink. Those comments.
Mm-mm.
You haven't
I
heard of
haven't
that,
seen
bro?
it. Nah.
Bro, like a girl will post a video and someone like every comment, I bet it's pink.
Oh,
And it's like,
I haven't seen it, but yeah. It's like what the fuck? That has to be a big TikTok thing.
bro, we got to get rid of those kids, man. Send
Bro,
them away, man.
TikTok. Like I've seen some artists post on TikTok, like some underground artists, like some decent music, and the comments are all like trash. Keep this, don't drop this. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
let
dude,
people breathe.
I
Holy
posted a
shit.
video of a White Rose Moxie song I liked, and I was like, underrated song 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
And people were like, I get why it's underrated. And it's a good ass song. So
Mhm.
I was pissed that they're just hating to hate for no
Yeah,
reason.
people just fucking and bro. I started when TikTok first kind of came out. I started doing 60-second beat tutorials,
Yeah.
which I stopped doing, which I probably shouldn't have stopped doing, and I should start again because they're doing really fucking well. Um, in like half the comments would be like, "Yo, this is fire. That's creative. I never knew you could do that." Da, da, da. And half the comments are like, "Trash." Da da da. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
This isn't a this and this type beat. Like da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, like TikTok's the worst.
Yeah.
The
It's
worst
all
with
like
that
it's got to
shit,
be
bro.
all like 15-year-old kids. They all talk the
Literally,
same. They all have
I would
private
argue
profiles.
younger. I would argue younger. It's got to be
Yeah,
like
definitely.
12. Like,
Everyone has a private profile. They all talk the same. They all half the time, bro, when you open comments, the top 3 comments are the same.
right,
I don't understand that. It's crazy, but
right.
whatever, man. I don't really care. It's the internet.
But fucking I mean, I'll stop the screen recording in a second. Do you have anything else you want to kind of add?
Um, I'm releasing some t-shirts in like a few weeks, so buy some of those because I think they're pretty cool.
Word, Mattyballz
Um,
merch.
yeah, kind of. Doesn't really have anything to do with me. It's kind of like, I mean, I'll show you the design, but it's like a video I'm doing. It has to do with the video. So,
Oh, word.
oh wait, no, I'll tell you right now. Remember that interview you did with Black, and you guys were talking about industry plant t-shirts?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
when you were talking about that, did I show you what I thought of when you were saying that?
No, I think you said something. I think you commented something about the industry plant thing though on that interview.
I did, cause so you were talking about, oh, it'd be cool if there's a shirt that like had industry plant on it, like something about. I don't know if you
No,
had an idea.
for the XXL, when Rory,
Yeah, I
Raury
know
was
him.
an
Yeah.
XXL freshman, he wore a shirt that said industry plant somewhere because of all
Okay,
the industry plant speculation.
that's what it was. So I heard that, and I guess I thought you were talking about making shirts that said industry plant or just like the words, and then I thought, what if there's a shirt that's like a plant coming out of a pipe because it's the industry,
Yeah,
and um I thought that was so sick, and then, like, I was like, "Oh, the word plant could be the pipe," and then the plant comes out of it, and then it says industry
yeah.
above. Did I show you the design?
Nah, you didn't.
I'll show you, but
Definitely
I think
fucking send that
it's
to
like
me.
a
I want to
cute
see
little
it.
design.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Dude,
you inspired that.
how do you feel about the fucking industry plant thing, dude? I'm be honest with you. I'll be 100% honest with you. I genuinely don't give a fuck. Get
I
it
don't
however
either.
you gotta get it. Like I
Yeah, I
genuinely
mean,
don't give a fuck.
it's fun, like, so the video I'm gonna make is industry plants that failed, and it's gonna be, like, poking fun at, like, the very painfully obvious industry
Like baby
plants.
goth.
Yeah, and, it's just gonna be that, but
Yeah.
like, for example, like, if Rory's an industry plant, I don't care, he has good music. Or,
Yeah, like people are all over Post Malone for that shit. Cause like I've a lot I used to run a music blog called Elevated Music. I don't even think it's on the website's even up anymore. But we used to
Mhm.
write about music. My boy sent me this song. He's like, "Bro, check out this kid on SoundCloud. He has like 2,300 followers, and it was a song. It's called. It was Post Malone before he dropped
Yeah,
out of Everson, and he had like 2,300 SoundCloud followers. And he was like,
that's
"Bro,
sick.
check this shit out. This shit's fire." And then like I want to say like 2 or 3 months later, what Everson dropped and was the biggest fucking thing out. That's when I started DJing. Fucking So the industry plant thing obviously smacked him in the face, but it's just like, bro, who cares if someone fucking
Yeah.
discovered this guy and was like, I'm gonna fucking
I mean, that's what signing to a label is.
essentially,
It's like trying to blow up. Like I'm pretty sure Yeet, for example, he's been working with labels his whole career. But I guess that's what people don't understand is like if you're a small artist, you can still get signed to a label and they're gonna obviously try to market you.
yeah.
I guess maybe the difference is like if a small artist signs to a major label, I don't know. Dominic Fike, everyone called him an industry plant because when he signed, he deleted all of his music and then started over. But it's like he was cold before that, so
I don't know if I'm predicting the future, but I'm pretty sure the same thing's gonna happen to Zach. Deep
to
October.
oh yeah,
I
he's
I,
gonna
I guarantee you he's gonna blow up and people are gonna be like industry plant.
yeah. Yeah,
Like
man, he's fire, bro. I hope he blows
I
up
can
soon.
definitely talk to you about more stuff with him off camera and stuff like that because I don't know what he does want me to say to the public and not. But yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of good shit happening with him. Then
That's
he's too
awesome.
hard. He's too hard on himself. Fucking extremely
Yeah.
proud of him though.
Yeah, no, I'm very glad for any good things that come his way. I always comment on his like tweets like, "Bro, I'm gonna keep pushing your music for however big I get, you know?"
Like he's got it because bro, his music is legitimately good, and he's got his own like you know when you hear an artist, like your brain automatically goes to, oh, this person sounds like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He doesn't really have that as much. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think he fits into a scene maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Not even. I feel like his style fits into a scene, but
Yeah,
his sound is
very
unique,
unique.
very unique, and his voice is super
Definitely.
unique. Um, really the only comparison I can make because I did a TikTok. I was like, if you like Lil Peep or like some emo artist,
Yeah.
because that's kind of like the subject matter and the cadence at which he sings, but
Mm-hmm.
he's got a unique voice, unique beats, unique everything. Really
Bro, he
good.
showed me a boom bap rap track the other day, and I was like,
Really?
what the hell?" Like
That's crazy.
he killed that shit.
That's funny.
Like
It's hard to imagine.
I
Dude, I
was like,
showed one of my
boy.
friends him, and dude, my friend is like the biggest fan. He's like a bigger fan
Mhm.
than me. His like lock screen is a Deep October album.
Yeah,
That's so funny. Yeah,
that's
he loves his
crazy.
music.
That's crazy, bro.
Like he'll post a Deep October song in his story, and I'm like, bro, what is this? When did this come out? And he was like, dude, you didn't know about this? It's so funny.
Yeah, he's working on Super Ego right now, which is
Yeah,
dope. He sent me some unreleased shit, and it's like literally like I shit you not, bro. Like some of the best shit he's recorded.
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm
Like
excited.
fucking, he's trying to flex more of his rap shit now too.
That's
Like I
dope.
noticed he did that on Agoraphobia a little bit though. There were some tracks where he more rapped on,
Yeah,
but
there's one song that was like hard, and I didn't expect it, but it was good. I
I
forgot what it
know
was
it when
called.
I know what when you're talking about
It was
though.
really short. It's
Yeah.
like a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
I do know it had like a darker beat to it.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
like aggressive.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Um, shit, bro. Fucking. I guess one more question I would have is where do you think music is going? Like, do you have any
Music.
direction in your head, like where you think like popular music is going? Because like me and Darky were talking at the Atlanta show. I think it was Darky, but we were talking and we think like bands are kind of on the comeback now. People are want more live instrumentation because that's why because
Dude,
he's
I would
touring
love
with a
that.
band now, and
Yeah.
I don't know. We just kind of think that that's kind of the direction like music is kind of looping around again because these artists are growing and they're like, damn, let me get a guitarist or let me get a drummer or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about popular music. Like I feel like in the creative scene, I think you can tell like when an artist is like someone who's passionate about actual music and someone who's
Yeah,
not. And I think in general, popular music, I don't know. I don't see that happening, but like it definitely could. I really don't know to be honest.
yeah. No, it's and honestly, like it's hard to say popular music because like popular music to me is like obviously like a lot of the shit that I cover on the Kult Classic channel and stuff like that, which is more underground, I guess. It's not like Taylor Swift or anything like that. Like Taylor Swift is like popular
Oh, so you're
music,
talking
actually.
about
Just in
popular.
and I don't. I guess I
When
don't
I
know.
think popular music,
I guess
I do think Taylor Swift, but not just her.
yeah,
Like any big artist that
Kanye,
is on
for
the radio.
example. Yeah,
Even him, like he's not. He's popular, but he's not pop music. You know,
definitely.
he's like him and Kendrick, for example. Like they're trendsetters. You know,
Yeah,
like they make something different every time, and people love it, and that's why they love it. Which is why I'm honestly surprised that they're so big, because usually people like that don't get so big, which is crazy.
I think the era Kendrick came up in, his style of music was really like at the forefront. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That style of rap when like Section 80 and shit dropped right before Good Kid, Mad City came out, like that style of rap was very like at the forefront of that at that time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now I guess more serious rap. I guess
conscious maybe.
I guess I guess. Now I guess as time went on, now like a lot of the younger artists coming up, like were that are Kendrick's age, a lot of the younger artists coming up now, just kind of more making fun music, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's more of an element to that now. Like, like we were just talking about Darky, like he's big on like music doesn't have to be about anything. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I don't know. I think I'm just ranting now.
yeah, yeah. But I don't know where music's gonna go, but I hope it goes cool
You know,
places. I mean, there's always gonna be really cool artists. I think I think music's gonna get weirder. That's what I'm hoping for.
I love it.
Like rage beats, man, like when that trend came in, it was like kind of weird, you know, it was different.
Yeah.
But now they've kind of gotten to a point where, I mean, I don't really listen to rage songs anymore, kind of tired of it. But like if you listen to a rage beat song off like a newer artist album, uh, it's gonna be like weirder and wonkier than it was 2 or 3 years ago. And I feel like that's where it's gonna go. It's gonna get weirder
We're just
because
gonna
like technology lets you do so much, which is really cool
yeah, I think genres are just gonna keep blending.
for sure.
And
Yeah,
I always
that's
said that's
definitely gonna
why
happen.
yeah, I always said that's why like X was amazing. Because I've always felt like when X came out at that time, I feel like wow, we had all these different genres and they all just like collided into each other. And now we
Yeah,
have like this kind of scene. I mean, I'm not saying he did like country or anything like that.
I
Obviously, there's
feel
genres
like
he didn't cover, but he kind of brought together a lot of different styles of music.
I feel like if he had more time, he would have like perfected it. Cause like looking back, I feel like he wasn't super good at it, like
Hmm.
musically. I think he had a really good voice. I think he had really good a lot of talent, obviously.
Yeah,
But I feel like when he like did like a rock song, it wasn't as good as it could have been if he had, 3 more years to do it, you know?
no, definitely.
I feel like he was still learning like instruments and stuff. You'll see videos of him playing instruments. I feel like he was still in the process of getting better. So that's just why it's really unfortunate it never got to that point.
You know who's fucking killing it right now? And I don't know why that just reminded me of it. Fucking Kill Switch.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Fucking killing
His
shit,
song
bro.
blew up on TikTok. That's cool to see.
I'm gonna watch that acoustic shit that he just put out. Did you watch that yet?
No,
He
I
put out
saw
like
it on
a
Instagram though.
yeah. I'm gonna watch that shit,
He's got a good voice, man.
dude. Great voice. I was talking to fucking Sinister, and Sinister's like, there's this one song that he's gonna put out, and he did put it out actually because that album now did drop. And he's like, I
Mhm.
used to. Sinister was telling me he's like every when we were on tour, I used to run out to watch him perform that song. It's like he can fucking sing his heart out.
Yeah, that's so dope.
But yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording now. But thank y'all for
Bye
tuning
guys.
in.
Love
Hopefully,
you.
y'all fucking educated on some YouTube knowledge. Follow
See you
Matty
guys
Balls,
later.
sub to Matty Balls. Are you dropping the balls?
Uh I don't think so. I mean, it's on my plaque.